Yay! Very
I hope
good, buddy.
you guys could hear that because it was adorable.
He sung the ABCs.
And with no prompting, he's just hanging out by himself.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, buddy.
Good work. So smart. Tyler, you want to sing the ABCs? No. Hey, welcome to Nerds with Kids. No, he's watching Octonauts.
Welcome
I get
to
it.
another glorious episode of Nerds with Kids
You say
with a
yay.
soft opening, a lullaby coming in with Phoenix, and a vehement no from Tyler. We're on brand. So.
I
Yeah.
know, and a Logan who's probably going to sit here for maybe the first 5 minutes of this and then need to get out of town.
Yeah,
Yep.
done. Hooray for timing! Yay!
What's up, buddy? He was trying to climb the steps earlier, though, so he's got a lot of energy right now.
Yeah, he
You never
climbs
know.
the steps a ton right now.
Yeah.
We're working on different ways to go down. He won't turn around to go down the steps.
He wants
so we're
to
doing
slide
on the
down his
butt,
butt.
sliding on the butt,
Yeah.
and we do boom every time he gets a new one, and then when he gets all the way to the bottom, we clap.
Cool.
So he's funny because now he'll just crawl to the bottom of the steps and sit at the bottom of the steps and start clapping for himself.
Yeah.
Because he's on his butt
'Cause
at the
he's on
bottom
his
of the
butt.
steps.
Hey, he went
That's
straight for
awesome.
the reward.
Yeah, exactly. I get it. I get it, buddy. You're very
Hey,
smart.
you know what? He got an award for participation.
Work smarter, not harder,
Yeah,
buddy.
exactly.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
So it's a kind of a soft week. We are currently just us three, and the kids are doing what they
But
do.
wait, all three of us.
We're all three here, and it's not kind of the like you said, Tyler's kind of just chilling out watching Octonauts.
Yeah,
and-
if I try and get him to do something other than watch Octonauts right now, it's gonna be a disaster. So I'm just gonna let him watch Octonauts.
Hey, we all have days.
Yeah.
Right. I remember that was the first time I could even get Phoenix to sit down on one of these videos, is I had to put a phone in his
Yeah,
lap
yeah, he
just
was
to,
watching
like-
Color Trucks.
I remember
Yeah.
someone commented that they thought he was like sad because he was just looking down quietly the whole time.
Yeah.
No, he was watching
No,
the video.
He's
Yeah.
watching videos.
Yep.
So, but yeah, we're back in and happy to say hi to you and bring in another glorious part of. I guess we're filming now for April, but Tabletop Day is coming up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah, I'm
Tabletop
trying
Day.
to think when this is going to post in relation to Tabletop Day. Probably soon, but
Probably soon,
that's taken
yeah.
all your time.
It's every little bit at this point, which is fine. It's great. I mean, International Tabletop Day is a worldwide holiday in which we all play board games for the day. What's not to celebrate?
Yeah. And it's always a ton of fun. I remember last year I played that game where I even got this huge full-size mat that you put down the different pieces, and you followed these
Giant
like
Zero.
trails.
We played
Yeah.
Giant Zero, and you were in that game too, right?
And I also borrowed it from Geek and Sundry to do a video for SourceFed Nerd that year, too.
Oh, yeah. So my boss battle this week is, I think, something that every parent has to do with once, and it's always the story that you get to tell, at least in my mind, it's the story that you get to tell their significant others or their first date once they get older. So daycare this week, Phoenix had a bunch of... so at daycare, they have like a bunch of like wooden kitchen play sets, right? So like little oven, little stove. They'd use it to play, pretend, cook, and eat and all that. And I think Phoenix at one point decided that he wanted to redecorate.
Uh-huh.
So he wanted to, as I said, and I heard him say later, paint the kitchen, okay? And he decided that his medium of choice came from his own body.
Oh, gross.
So he reached into his diaper and he painted the kitchen
With poop?
at daycare.
Oh, no.
With
Poo.
And there was photos.
There's photos. Oh, no.
I don't know if we should show them.
No, we
Maybe
shouldn't.
send it.
Probably not.
No.
But I'll show it just to see Dave's reaction.
Oh, good.
I've seen the photos,
Yes.
and they're
Oh,
amazing.
no.
And
I'm scared of the photos. Oh, gross. Wow.
ready?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh.
Hands deep.
Wow.
So anyway, I picked him up, and they gave him a bath. You know, they were cleaning up all the things that he had touched, and gave him a big bath. And when I picked Phoenix up, Phoenix, can you wait while Daddy tells the story? Can you wait? Hey, baby boy, here, hold on. Come over here if you want. We're not quite done yet, but thank you for suggesting.
Do you want to get electrocuted? I wasn't.
And so when I picked him up, I lifted him up and literally said, "Hey, Phoenix, what did you do, buddy? What did you do today?" And he went, "Daddy, paint the kitchen. Daddy, paint the kitchen." And my brain was starting to just freak out because I knew they gave him a bath and I knew they cleaned him up, but having him wave it in front of my face like that was traumatizing.
You better watch out or he'll paint Daddy one day.
I know. So now
You're sleeping.
Cassandra and I are basically told him he's on watch right now. He's on dirty diaper watch.
Yeah.
So that was my boss battle this week, and so now I'm looking forward to when he is older and he brings over his first date and be like, "Okay, well, before you guys go out and have a hot and heavy night, let me tell you about Daddy Paint the Kitchen."
Don't be that.
Don't talk like
Don't be that dad.
I would never do that.
Yeah.
But
Here's the thing.
it is a fun thing to say.
Don't be that dad unprompted.
Unprompted.
If your kid deserves an embarrassing story, then save that. Tuck that away for a good
But now
time.
I have the
But
embarrassing
not
story.
unprompted.
And literally the embarrassing story is just Daddy Paint the Kitchen. Like I've got it already into it. Come get it. Come in here. If you want it, come get it. Do you want the drum? Come play the drum on Daddy's lap. So so that was my boss battle.
Yeah, that's a rough one. So so I guess my question is, how do you prevent this in the future? Because I have no idea.
It is difficult. I think I just have to really communicate to him that, hey, that's not safe. And I think that's just the thing. It's like it's not like you're not bad. You're not being a bad boy.
You were being creative.
You're being creative. But it's I think just you doing the Phoenix that's not safe. So I'd probably treat it like if he was trying to go into traffic. Something like
Yeah.
Because he likes to. Because even when I change his diaper, sometimes he likes to. This is funny thing too, but when I change his diaper, he just likes to look at me. He just likes to slap his butt sometimes, and then I have to go wash his hands afterwards because he's touching his diaper.
Yeah.
So, but it's just it. You just have to. It's hard to teach a 2-year-old about hygiene.
Yeah.
Is yucky a deterrent?
Yeah,
at all?
I use yucky. Poop is yucky. Don't touch. Like if he sees dog poop or something, don't touch poop. We don't touch poop.
Yeah, poop is yucky.
Yeah, you're right. It is like anything else. Don't touch fire, sharp things,
Right.
Electric outlets. You don't touch poop.
Don't touch poop.
Yeah.
Crazy man.
Oh
Crazy man.
Is
Logan
it-
is a crazy man.
Hey,
He is a crazy,
Logan.
crazy baby
Logan,
man.
do you want to be a fun hat? Do you want to be a fun hat?
Logan was being a fun hat for Ivan earlier and had a total xenomorph moment where his drool just dropped right onto Ivan's face, like right before
The
we started
strand,
filming.
it was like a
Very
perfect
funny.
mucus
no.
strand too. It was awesome.
Yeah, you big guy, you did that.
But you're a fun hat. You got your squeaky eggs.
Oh, eggs are so cool. But yeah, I guess just saying it's yucky or taking the angle of it's unsafe. And of course, anyone at home, if you have ideas for how to deal with that, I'm sure that Ivan will welcome.
Yeah, I'll take it. I will literally take it because at this point, I want to just make sure that he doesn't get sick.
So Logan is still at the age where if the second the dye comes off, the hands are like up in there trying to figure it out.
Right.
But I think he's too. I mean, I try saying like ew, yucky, and like wiping his hands
But you
right
can't
away
quite
and that
get
kind of
it,
stuff.
yeah.
But I don't think he's quite there yet.
Once language becomes a thing for him, it'll probably get into it.
It's funny because he mimics so many words. Now I don't know which ones he actually understands and which ones he's just mimicking.
Yeah.
But he definitely knows hat.
Yes.
He definitely knows duck. He definitely knows puff. That's a recent one.
You know duck.
Anytime the thing of puffs comes out, he goes puff, puff.
Puff,
Yeah, puff, puff. Do you want some puffs?
puff, puff, puff. I like puffs. Puffy puff.
Do you want one of these little tiny eggs?
I'm a puff. I like eggs. I mean, has anything? I know usually we stick to one boss battle per segment, but is there anything significant with you guys that's come up as far as stuff goes?
We have some stuff, but I think I'm gonna save it for next week.
For next week?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
My boss battle right now is one we've already done. And so remember when you were having trouble with Phoenix, you just wanted TV?
Yeah.
He's kind of going through a phase right
through
now
that
where
phase a little
TV. He woke up this morning, he's like, TV. I'm like, can't wake up saying TV. Like
They do though.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. But
You just have to, and what I started to do with Phoenix that helped a little bit, and I learned this. I was like, yes, Phoenix still wakes up and wants to do color trucks, but what is better is that he will not if I give him something else to do in the morning, like Phoenix, let's do a puzzle, because he also loves puzzles. As well too. Just giving him an alternative. Is sometimes better.
Than just saying
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that is a good idea. Cool. So, but we won't spend a lot of time on that because, like I said, we already covered that.
Okay, so take my rubies.
Take my rubies.
Here, well, we've got ours right here. It's going to be a quick and easy one. This is actually one that we've had for a long time that I love so much. It's actually a little bit too small for Logan now, but this was sent in by a viewer.
Really?
Which is so cool, and it made me laugh every time I put it on him. And it's just a red bib that says, "These fools put my cape on backwards." And so anything that makes, like, self-deprecating, anything that makes fun of me, I'm fully on board with. And it just always made me laugh, especially when he was, like, real tiny and fresh, to think of, like, little, like, evil baby being like, these fools, and just, like, tossing the bib backwards and flying away.
I wonder if that's a common thing that parents do, because for a while, when Phoenix was about Logan's age, we actually made him into a character. Like, Phoenix was a little character. We called him the Emissary. And Phoenix was the emissary of Stop It, because for a while that was his first word. He goes, stop it, stop it. So, but I guess we all like to make little characters out of our babies.
Yeah, these fools put my cape on backwards, huh?
Fools, they not know.
So silly.
I am the one who rules them all.
But yeah, I just, in general, there's many things that you need for your baby. Why not make them things that bring you joy?
Yes, true.
Right?
If you're going to have to strap it on him and feed him every day, at least be tickled.
Right?
Yes. Yeah, that's
Be
great.
careful.
I love that.
Phoenix, dude, can you not?
It's hard to go down the steps sideways.
I think he's fine though. I think he's counting the steps as he does it.
Okay.
11.
That looks like a pretty safe strategy. Yeah.
You butt up in the air.
I don't know if you people can see a little bit of him.
They can probably see a little bit behind Dave.
What's your? Mine's actually outside, so I'm gonna grab it real quick.
Okay,
I
go
forget
grab
to bring
it.
it in.
So mine's going to be an online one because I don't have it physically here yet. But I know Halloween's a long way off, but I'm already eyeing his next Halloween costume.
Awesome.
And I came across online a Black Panther costume, and I'm like, and I'll show a picture of it, and I'm like, dude, Tyler would make a killer Black Panther.
Killer Black Panther.
Yeah. So I think unless something better happens.
Try to do a family
Avengers? Yeah, I was thinking that. My wife is a Black Widows fan. Yeah.
You could be Cap.
I don't know. I'm team.
you're like, no way.
I'm team Iron Man forever.
You'd be great. You'd be great Tony Stark.
Yeah. So ever since Cap turned against Iron Man, I haven't been down with him.
Okay.
So yeah, I have to be like Iron Man.
Got it.
Or I also enjoy Thor, Hulk.
He's just singing into the couch. Don't mind this dude. All right.
But yeah, that would be a really fun cosplay. Although we did do Guardians last year, so maybe we'll switch it up. But that's what I'm looking at right now.
I think it's still great.
Yeah.
And please, I want to see a picture of it when this episode goes up.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Ooh.
So mine, I actually have two. These are kind of Phoenix's favorite stuffies. And one of them is one of his first toys I got him, and I think it is a result of him doing a couple of jokes and bits with us now. I actually got it from a Loot Crate box ages ago.
I also have this from the Loot Crate box ages ago.
I love it. But he loves it because because I'll go, Phoenix, high five, and he'll give me a high five. And then every once in a while, we just learn this bit where I'll go, Phoenix, face hugger. And he will just jump his head, into my hand. And
So
he'll
it's like a face five.
It's a face five.
Face five.
Cool.
Yeah, but I call it face hugger. And
That's
I think
awesome.
that's because I used to play with him all the time when he was little. It's a tiny face hugger
Dude,
with a cute face.
That's adorable.
So I used to just walk around with when he was like Logan's age and go, got you. See, look you.
And he has no idea the horrific inspiration for this yet.
Horrific.
Yeah.
Mommy still has nightmares.
Yeah.
That
It's
is-
like the most horrifying thing ever.
But
Turned
how
into
can
an
you be
adorable kid
horrified?
star.
Look at his
Yeah.
little face.
No, this is adorable.
his
And with
face.
no context, it's fine. But if you know the context of what it came from.
Oh, I know.
Horrible.
Oh, I know. As a big alien
I
fan.
like the
Yeah.
detailed exoskeleton on it as well.
Yep. So I, being a big Alien fan and being someone who likes to mix their nightmares with their children.
You do like to do that,
yeah.
but you do it very well. There's a fine line. And
Yeah.
I feel like you master it.
And then this is actually, so I don't know if Tyler
with the
has
face
a
hugger?
comfort plushie.
Yeah,
or
he has a little
anything.
glowworm. Yeah.
A little glowworm. This is Phoenix's comfort plushie. He calls him Shimmer. or just sometimes just Dragon. And it's from Melissa and Doug. And Melissa and Doug actually makes a lot of nerdy stuff. If you just kind
I've
of
just
dive
seen all
into
their wooden stuff, but
They
I
make
didn't know they
wooden
do nerdy stuff.
But this is their one of their plushes. Phoenix, do you want to come say hi to Shimmer? Do you want to say hi to Shimmer? So I don't know what it is about this particular, but what he likes to do especially is he likes to hold it and he just likes to like nuzzle its face all the time. And I think it's just because it's soft. And but
It's his comfort object.
he travels with it and now he sleeps with it. It's like he can't really go anywhere without Shimmer right now.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
It's really cute and it pulls my heartstrings a little bit when I see him really get attached to a tiny little gold dragon.
Yeah.
It's
So
familiar.
that's his familiar. Yeah.
Super cute.
And he licks it all the time.
Well, that's gross.
He just loves to lick Shimmer. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I know it got weird.
You got to throw it in the washer every now and then. I guess. Yeah.
It's true.
Just
He
to
does-
keep it hygienic.
And I guess it just like the fur just feels good on his tongue
Yeah.
or something. I don't know.
As
He
long
likes-
as he's not eating it.
yeah, he likes
Licking, fine. If he starts ingesting it, then there's going to be problems.
Yeah, I think he just has a licking thing.
Yeah.
Because he's also big on daddy. He likes
Wait,
to kiss
wait.
now.
I get
So-
it. And then the shimmer comes out in his poo, and then it's art.
Oh.
It's perfect. It's
Gross.
full circle.
You figured him out, Trish.
I did.
You figured
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
You figured out Phoenix.
I took it there.
So yeah, that's from Melissa and Doug. Believe it or not, they've got a couple of really cool things. It's not overtly like fandom or nerdy based, but like I was really happy to see when looking up stuffed dragons, and I think that was a gift to see that Melissa and Doug had done a gold dragon.
That's cool. Now I'm gonna like go deeper down the Melissa and Doug hole.
Yeah, of all the chromatic dragons, I'm happy that he picked a gold. So
Yeah.
Yay. Logan has a green and a blue so far.
that's rough, man. Green and blues are nasty.
Well, maybe
They're
Logan's
evil. They're
nasty,
evil
I don't
dragons.
know.
So.
I don't know yet. We don't know.
You don't know.
You were sorted into Ravenclaw, so mommy hopes that
That was cool, by the
you're a
way,
thinker.
when they got sorted. So
It was very cool.
Yeah, I'm so glad that Tyler wound up Slytherin.
I know, you're so funny.
Because I'd already bought him the Snape wand. It's not like he got sorted and then I bought him the wand. It's like I bought him the wand and then they knew.
You got that exchange, by the way, right?
What?
I felt so bad about that.
What?
The wand?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we got to change that.
Okay,
It's
good.
all good.
But we've got some of your comments that helped us, so thank you. We wanted to share some of them with everyone else in case this comment in the section you may have missed.
Yeah.
So let's see what we got.
Oh,
It's our multiplayer segment.
Phoenix poopy times. Ugh. Poopy man. Great. This one's from Gymnastics Freestyle. I love this show, and I've always wanted to go to Universal for the multiplayer segment. From the multiplayer segment. My mom has 4 kids, including me, and I know that my baby sister loves stuff other than her own. So I play with her toys, and she plays with them. I don't know if it'll work with you, but you never know. Yes, that's...
So like swap toys?
Yeah, swap toys, it sounds like. It's just, especially when you've got siblings.
Yeah.
You end up having to share a
Well,
lot.
or like Logan always wants my phone because that's mommy's toy.
Right.
If I just play with his toys.
Yeah.
Well, that's
He'll want to leave
He'll
mine
trade
alone.
you back.
Right.
Yeah.
That's an interesting point, too. We pretty much had most of our guests that have been on here, and of course, all of us are first-time parents, right? But we haven't really had someone who's had either, like, siblings, or it's like they're on their second or third pass,
Yeah.
so to
Right.
speak. That'd probably be
Yeah,
something
that's
good to think
interesting.
about.
Escape room moms
Escape
are
room
the only
moms.
ones with
Yeah.
doubles.
Yes.
That's weird. How come so many just have one?
Yeah, how
Well,
could...
I guess
I think
we're at that
probably-
age where it's just the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For most of us, yeah.
And then this one's from Miss Hannah Gale. I work with a special ed pre-K, and in the mornings we do coloring sheets 2 to 3 times a week. The kids generally enjoy it, but we have a few that they can't really use crayons, so we tried bingo daubers.
Oh, I would think I would be so worried they would like
Yeah, that
paint
seems like it would be a
themselves
mess.
or their clothes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It works just as well, and it gets the job done. But I warn you, they are messy.
There we go. Yeah.
So make sure if you try them that you have somewhere underneath the kids, like an old shirt or something, because it's gonna get everywhere.
Yeah.
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 Same problem with markers, though. They can
Yeah.
easily color on
But
themselves.
there's also the washable.
washable
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, which makes it a little easier. I know for Phoenix we had washable paints, and we actually use Q-tips to let him do paint brushes. So instead of having to clean the paintbrush every single time so we could get a fresh paint, we just gave him a new Q-tip. and he used that to
That's
color.
cool.
And then what was even better is that because it was a hard paint, we could lay it on the sheet, and then it dried, and it kind of made its own little piece of art because he had like a little Q-tip set up.
His early work. Yeah.
I like it.
You want to read this one?
Sure. This one comes to us from Matara. I'm so sorry. Matara Zero My says, my son has an animal puzzle that when the pieces are placed, the animals would make their corresponding sounds.
Yep.
It's light-based. When he hasn't used the puzzle in months, and there are times during the day and late at night that the puzzle starts making noises out of nowhere. While it's creepy when no one's using it, it's downright annoying when it goes off right when my son falls asleep.
Oh, no.
We were talking about toys so I think that's in response to an episode where we were talking about toys that just go off in the middle of the night, and it's terrifying.
That's bad. Yeah, I remember actually being in a storage unit, because I have a storage unit for my publishing company, and I was going there late one night right before it was closing, and I'm the only one in there, and I'm packing stuff up and ready to leave, and as I'm leaving, I'm literally hearing like a toy playing somewhere. It presumably just like pressed up against it, so it's just repeating over and over again.
Did you just leave it there?
No, it was not in my storage unit.
Oh.
It was in another storage somewhere, but it was like echoing through the building, and I had no idea where it was.
That's cool. Well, it's a good thing you didn't go check it out, because it would have killed you.
It would have killed
you. Whatever toy that was would have killed
my
you.
terrible dark brain, actually, because I have a terrible dark brain, instead my brain said, oh, well, there's a little girl in there somewhere, and that's the only toy that she has to play with, and she's locked in the storage unit. So, yeah, right? Yeah.
Horrifying.
Because my brain is dumb.
Horrifying.
Yes.
All right, Logan sees a phone. Yep.
You want a phones? All right, how about you, sir?
And this one, okay. Tabby V says, I love the show and watch whenever I can. My sisters and I were younger. We would dress as fantasy characters since there were 7 of us. Have you guys ever dressed up as a team? So me and Trish both did Guardians of the Galaxy for Halloween.
Yeah,
or yours was for a convention.
Mine was for SDCC. Yeah, and my ambitions were too great for the baby Groot. I tried much higher than what my skill level was, and it didn't end up. I actually thought your baby Groot came out way better.
Well, yeah, because it was store-bought. Yeah.
Well, but it came out awesome.
We cheated.
But I was very proud of my breastfeeding accessible Gamora.
Yeah. That was great, yeah.
But team stuff is really fun. Ivan, have you guys ever done like a group?
Yeah, we did a little Jedi family where Phoenix, I pointed to like Logan like Phoenix was here, but we dressed Phoenix up like a little Luke, and then I did Anakin and Kazi did Rey, and so we went to Halloween like that. We went to California Adventure.
Nice.
And that's on Instagram, and that was really fun.
Yeah, we also for Halloween with Logan for his first Halloween, we did Ghostbusters and made him the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I saw that picture. Yeah.
Yep.
That's great.
That's on Instagram somewhere too.
Yeah.
But we'll have to figure out, because I do want to do he just has a hard time. We had a little dragon costume for him at WonderCon, and we had to like give him so many M&Ms just to have him keep that thing.
Okay, so we have the most adorable dragon costume for Logan.
Yeah.
And every week I'm like, man, this is going to be my Take My Rubies this week. And then I'm like, I don't know if he'll keep it. I don't know if he'll put it on. It's like a very temperamental.
You gotta try it.
He has to be in the right mood. We did it once when he was 8 months old and took some super cute pictures, but it was huge on him then.
Yeah.
So like now it's like at the right spot, but I don't know that he'll actually keep it on, because it's got like hands and feet and a whole head piece.
Yeah.
Like I think he might just.
That's so
rebel.
cool. Yeah, because we loved his too, because it had little like thumb pieces so he could hold the wings out.
So cool.
But he hated it.
Yeah. Are you upset just thinking about it, big guy?
Yeah. You should have, when Phoenix yelled and jolted.
Foot down?
Are you dancing? Dancing man.
Are you doing a
dancing
dance?
that baby. Did he put his foot down? Are you going to put your foot down? Phoenix, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. Boom, boom. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. Boom, boom. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. Boom, boom.
Nice.
If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray.
Hooray!
If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray.
Hooray!
If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray.
Hooray!
All right, we'll do it one more so that you can see it on the camera. Ready? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Oh,
Clap, clap.
don't. Hooray!
Hooray!
If you're happy and you know it, do all three.
Hooray!
If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, do all three.
Hooray!
Great
Yay!
job, guys.
Phoenix usually likes to shout hooray.
Yeah.
So, my hooray man.
Hooray!
Yay!
Tyler said hooray. Nice.
Non sequitur moment
All right.
from the babies.
Yeah.
Okay, like you do.
And that's been the podcast. Yeah. Thanks for watching so much.
Yeah.
I really hope that song's not copywritten.
Yeah. If it is, no one's gonna strike us.
I would be surprised. They could put that stuff on YouTube.
We're
What?
singing
Sing it.
songs with
Yeah.
our children.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys.
If you strike us, you're a bad person. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave us a comment. We take song requests if you want to do something.
We'll do Raffy next.
Yeah. Song requests, tips, thoughts of the episode. Anything
We
you
know
want.
all the Raffy.
All
Yeah.
the Raffy. Phoenix
So
is
much
baby
Raffy.
beluga. Loves the baby
Baby
beluga.
Beluga is the
Yeah.
hit. Do you guys Raffy in your house?
I don't know what Raffy is.
Okay, that's where my husband was. I was like, oh man, Raffy, like on Baby Pandora. And he was
Yeah.
like, what's Raffy? And I went,
Raffy's like the OG, like, kids
like,
song.
he did kids songs when I was little. And I was like,
Yeah.
there is no way he is still doing the kids song. He is
Yes.
still doing the kids song.
And guess what?
And killing it.
works.
And
works.
killing it.
Yep.
I'll have to check this guy out.
That's what we're going to do
Yeah.
as soon as we're done recording is party with some Raffy tunes. Because
All
that's
right.
how you do it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll see you next time.
All right.
Bye. Well, Logan, can you wave bye-bye?
Hey,
Say
bye-bye.
bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, come in and
Bye-bye.
say bye-bye. Phoenix,
Phoenix can say bye-bye.
Tyler, you want to come say bye to everyone?
Say bye-bye, Internet. Hey, Phoenix. Phoenix.
Oh,
Come here. You gotta
Tyler,
come here so
and
the
say
camera can
bye-bye.
see.
Phoenix, high five. Phoenix, high five. High five. Phoenix.
The camera can't see you. You gotta
Phoenix.
come over by Daddy.
Face hugger.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Put me down. All right. Bye. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking right here. And if you want to check out last week's podcast, you can go ahead and click right over here. And as always, don't forget to like and leave a comment. All right. See ya.